Yes, we are talking about speed and agility today. They are two vital components if you are trying to chase after bad guys, if you're trying to run away from bad guys when it's all gone a little bit sideways, or if you're just trying to beat all your colleagues downstairs to the kitchen to get that one sad, solitary, lonely fork that appears to be in every single police station in the world. Check out today's video. Hello guys, welcome back to another video with Frontline Fitness. Hope you're staying well, safe, and you are looking after each other. As I said, we've got an absolute corker of an explosive workout for you today. For the basic version, you don't need any equipment at all, save for perhaps a couple of markers like some jumpers or t-shirts, whatever you have knocking around. We're going to show you the basic version of what it is, and I'll show you some scaled options, how you can make it slightly easier if you need to, or how you can make it harder if you're an absolute lunatic and want even more of a challenge. So, how it's going to work out is we're going to find ourselves a space that's going to be around about 20 to 25 metres long. So we're using the hall today. I haven't measured it out, I'm guessing here. We're going to sprint one end of the hall up to the other, then we're going to come round the outside of these two cones, then we're going to do 5 explosive push-ups / clap push-ups, and then we're going to do 5 explosive vertical jumps. And then we're going to have about 2 minutes rest, minute and a half, 2 minutes rest, and then we're going to repeat that for a total of about 4 rounds. I'm going to do 2 rounds with you today, and in between the rest on those, I'm going to show you some scaling options as we go. Okay, so we're going to start. 3, 2, 1, go. Then we're going to come slalom. Come back to the start line. And then 5 explosive squats. Then we're going to take a minute's rest, or a minute and a half's rest. Right, how are we going to scale that? Speed you can run that is entirely up to you. If you just want to canter up and down, absolutely fine. But that's going to replicate you chasing after somebody. People, look, I'm already out of breath. This is how you should be at the end of each round. People typically, when they're running away from you, don't go in a straight line. That's why we like to add a little bit of agility, a little bit of turning in there. It's nothing too dramatic, it's nothing too close. So it's just going to get you used to moving in different directions and turning as you go. When you get back to here, if you can't do clap push-ups, or even ones where you come off the ground slightly, so if you can't do that, look back at all the videos we've shown you on scaling. Get yourself a box, a bench, whatever it is around you. Find a fence, something that's going to be suitable for it. And you can either do normal push-ups, if that's what works for you, and that's the level you're at, or you can do clap push-ups off it. Entirely up to you and it's how you want to do it. If you find the impact of doing vertical jumps is a little bit too much for you, then don't do that. It's absolutely fine. I've got about 20 seconds left. Just do normal squats as you were. And as we always say in the video, feet around about hip to shoulder width apart, toes tracking forward, but you can turn them out slightly if you want. It's going to be a squat down. And if you can get your hip crease below your knees, brilliant. If you can't, go as low as you can go. And then drive back up to full standing position. Right, I'm going to do another round, then I'm going to explain the toughie versions. So 3, 2, 1, go. Right, if you want to make it a bit harder, and if you've got access to something that is secure, box jumps. 1, 2, make sure we step down. 3, when you come down from the box. 4, 5. Ooh, crikey, alright. Right. Those are 2 ways in which you can make things easier, in which you can scale it to make it a little bit harder. Another way, relatively, I'm proper out of breath now. It's going to be shortening the distance that you're running. It could be taking out that agility element if you really don't want to do it. It could be reducing the numbers, or if you're trying to make it even harder, increasing those numbers. So if you can do 10 clap push-ups with a squat thrust and 10 box jumps quite comfortably, do that. If that's not challenging enough, up it to 15. You can increase the distance you're doing on the sprint, or you can even reduce your recovery time. Absolutely nothing wrong with the recovery time if you want to increase it to 2 or even 3 minutes, if that's what you need. But what we want you to do is when you're in those rounds and you're sprinting and you get back to here, we want you to work really hard. Bad guys don't go slow. People, there is no shouting checkmate out in the real world. You've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable to give it absolute max effort. And when you get back here, you should already be a little bit out of breath. And this is where we're working as well. This is where we're pushing hard to start making that change, that adaptation to make us stronger, both physically and mentally. Guys, have a brilliant day. Stay safe and look after each other.